want you to know that there were some people that believed in God. They were remnant people when everybody else was just saying, you just need to go to church and that's good enough. They were saying, no, you need to be born again. We need to propagate the gospel of Jesus Christ. They had something inside of them that says, we will build a church for the glory of God. I think that DNA is still here. I think there's some people here today that are saying, I want to connect with that declaration. Now listen to this. 14 years before this church was ever organized, the territory comprising what is now the town of Royalston was then called Providence lands. Anybody ever hear some of this history before? Providence land. You can find it on our brand new website at congregationalchurches.org. No.
RoyalstonCongregational.org.
I'm sorry. RoyalstonCongregation.org. And yeah, you can give the Lord a hand for that. We put a little bit of a history in there, and I began to read this. This land used to be called Providence land. Providence comes from the word Providence. Providence speaks of sovereignty. I want you to know there's a prophetic word. There's a prophetic realm over north central Massachusetts. And God is saying, I've already called this land to be a part of my plan. I've called a people within this land to stand up for righteousness, to be a part of the remnant of God's people in the kingdom for such a time as this. It says they were called Providence land. It's so funny, my wife and I, we came from Providence, Rhode Island. We left from one sovereign city to another. I didn't even know we were coming to Providence. I thought it was just called Royalston. The providence of God led my wife and I to here last year in 2008. It was God's hand that directed us for such a time as this, not to lower the standard of holiness, but to raise the standard of holiness. Not to just play church, but to be the church. Just say when they say, I is the church. It was sold by order of the general court. The terms of sale indicate that the object was so much, the terms of sale indicate that the object was not so much to replenish the public treasury, but as to settle this waste corner, that's what they call it, a waste corner of the public domain. But it was to bring forward yet another intelligent, prosperous, and Christian municipality. That's a declaration. I thank God for America. Yeah, I say God bless America, God bless the USA. But I would say that this declaration is a kingdom declaration. There were 14 men and there were, 12 men and 4 women joined together and signed a covenant declaring, we are here for a kingdom purpose, and it is to establish the kingdom of God for such a time as this in this little town, this little community of Royalston. It may be a small town, but it's a small town with a lot of big hearts. Big hearts that have vision. Big hearts that want to be intelligent, prospering, and Christian communities. That was the declaration over First Congregational Church of Royalston way back in 1766. Pretty cool, isn't it? That's pretty awesome. What a declaration. They had kingdom DNA inside of it. They understood what it meant to be born again, to come out of the kingdom of darkness and to be issued into the kingdom of light, to come out of the darkness of Egypt and be propelled into the promised land where God can set the captives free. And it all started not even in 1766, but we go all the way back to Genesis chapter 12. And I'm going to begin reading there in verse number 1. Now the Lord had said unto Abram, his name later being changed to Abraham. And the Lord said to Abram, get out of the country. In my case, he said, get out of the city and go to the country. But to Abram, he said, get out of the country. All those hillbillies up there. Get out from your cousins and your aunts and your uncles, from all of your kindred. Leave your father's house behind and go unto a land that I'm going to show you. Verse number 2. And I will make of thee a great nation. Everybody say a great nation. Great nation. And I will bless you. Say the Lord's going to bless me. And I'm going to make your name great. Say the Lord's going to make my name great. And thou shalt be a blessing. Just say this with me. Say, I'm blessed, to be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless you. And I will curse them that curse you. And in you all of the families of the earth shall be blessed. That, my friend, is a declaration. Not written by 14 men and 4 women, not written by some revolutionary people back in 1776. That, my friend, was a declaration by God himself to Abram. And may I insert this right here? It was a declaration from God to you and to me. Because Abram was the father of faith. And anyone who has faith in Jesus Christ has now been grafted in to the same declaration of blessing, of covenant proportion, that your name shall be great, that your land shall be blessed, and your seed shall increase. God gave 3 promises in Genesis chapter 12. Number 1, he said, I'm going to make your name great. How many of you would like your name to be great in the eyes of the Lord? How many of you would like your name to be changed? The book of Proverbs says, better is a good name to be chosen than riches, silver, and gold. See, God wants to give you a great name, not in the eyes of the world. A lot of people have been saying how great Michael Jackson was when he died. But let me declare to you, the world does not define to you and I what greatness is. God declares to you and I what greatness is. Oh, I know so many hearts were broken when the king of pop died. But let me tell you, God will give you a greater name that won't just last for a season, but it will be for all of eternity. A name of integrity, a name of godly character, a name of blessing and fruitfulness and faithfulness, a name that people in the community say, wow, that's a man of his word. He's got a good name. I'm telling you about God can give you a great name if you get into covenant with Jesus. Listen to this. He not only gives you and blesses your name, but he also blesses your land. Your land is your occupation. It is your career. It is your business. It is what you set your hand to do. God says, I will make your land blessed. It will be fruitful. I will provide jobs where there's no jobs to be had. I will make a way out of no way for you. I know that you're in an economic recession, America, but for God's people, for the kingdom people that want the face of America, I want you to know God's got a bigger plan. And he said, I will bless your lands as you walk in covenant with Jesus. Number 3, I will bless your seed. Anybody know what seed is? It's your children. Your children. Your sons and your daughters. God spoke to Abram. It's a 3-fold covenant blessing. I'll bless your name, I'll bless your land, and I'm going to bless your kids. I'll bless all of your children. Anybody got some children in the house? Anybody say, I need some blessing on them? I need God to saturate them with some blessing and some favor. God says when you walk into covenant with Abram, this faith promise that God gave to him, your children will be share this with you. My wife and I, when we first started dating, I was unaware of some physical challenges that doctors had already said and declared to her. They gave her a declaration. And they said, after doing tests, that you will probably never bear any children. They declared to her that because of the makeup of the birth canal, there would be great difficulty for you to ever have a son or a daughter. I was unaware of it. It didn't matter to me because I knew a God that was able to make a way out.